I don't wish to give you that information. They will ask you how much you paid for your home, what you bought the property for, location, location, location. So the closer you get to the lakes, the more expensive your property is going to be. Are you thinking about making a move to North Idaho to retire? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about what you need to know before you retire in North Idaho. We're going to get after it right now. Like I said, we are going to talk about some things going on up here in the North Idaho area. My name is Reed Wilson with Revealing North Idaho. Me and my team, we come at you every week with new information about North Idaho that we hope will be of big help. I am a realtor here in North Idaho. I've been a realtor in Idaho for about 20 years. So if I don't know the answer, I typically have a pretty good idea of where to go get the answer. So me and my team, we're never too busy for you. Give us a call, shoot us a text. Go ahead, like and subscribe to our channel so that you can be notified every time we talk about anything going on here in North Idaho. Like I said, here today, we're going to talk about what you need to know before retiring here in North Idaho, and we're going to get after it right now. One of the first things that we want to talk about, one of the biggest questions I get asked about here in North Idaho, and this is also typically one of your biggest expenses in retirement, is going to be taxes. Idaho does offer some tax benefits to seniors, primarily focused on the property tax relief and taxation of retirement income. Here's the breakdown. Property tax reduction. They do have what they call the circuit breaker. This is a program that can significantly reduce property taxes to qualifying homeowners. To qualify, you must be at least 65 or older, disabled, and or meet other specific criteria such as income limitations, and that amount of the reduction will vary based on some of those income limitations. Essentially, it can reduce property taxes anywhere from about $250 up to about $1,500. So it can be a big reduction in your property taxes. We also have a property tax deferral. So this is a program which will allow seniors to postpone paying their property taxes. The deferral taxes will continue to accrue interest and must be repaid when the property is sold or the owner no longer qualifies. So something to keep in mind. The next one would be your homeowner's exemption. Idaho has a great program for homeowners that are willing to claim their home as their primary residence. They can get what we call homeowner's exemption, which basically means you can take up to $125,000 off of the assessed value to reduce your property tax. Now, another thing that goes along with that is we are also a non-disclosure state. So when you go in and you buy your home, apply for your homeowner's exemption, they will ask you how much you paid for your home, and you just tell them that I don't wish to give you that information, and that's fine. They'll just move on. You do not have to provide what you bought the property for. I have to admit, in some areas, they've become pretty good at figuring out pretty close to what your property values are. But we also have areas here where they are far below the value. Now, if for some reason they assessed your property at a higher value, you can appeal it. You know, you could get an appraisal or some of those things, and that could be appealed. So there is a process for that. But typically, our property taxes come in below our value, a great benefit, which helps us, and also having that non-disclosure. You buy a home over in Washington, they will find out. You have to let them know exactly. They'll know exactly what you paid for the property, and you pay tax starting on that. So I think it's a great benefit in Idaho. It's something to keep in mind. So just having that non-disclosure with the homeowner's exemption, I think's a great help. Another thing to think about here in Idaho is your retirement income. So Social Security retirement benefits are exempt from Idaho state tax income or Idaho state tax. Other retirement income from retirement accounts such as 401k and IRAs are generally taxable at Idaho's income tax rates. public pensions may qualify for a deduction for taxpayers. 65 and older, anyone who is at least 62 and is disabled. However, the deduction is reduced on the amount equal to the amount of the taxpayer's Social Security income. Key points to may remember: eligible requirements and income limitations apply to many of these programs. It's crucial to contact, local courts or the assessor's office or the Idaho State Tax Commission if you have questions on these. Or I would highly recommend talking to a qualified accountant, CPA here in the Idaho area. Don't take any of this as law, or check the information, make sure. But I do find that a lot of people that are looking to come to this area and that are retired and they're looking at, wow, should I go to Spokane because they don't pay a state income tax, or should I come to Idaho, which does? I find that most of my clients end up coming to Idaho. And so I would talk to a CPA, get that information, see what's going to be the better route for you and what's best for the type of income that you have, and see if the tax deductions work in your favor. Something to keep in mind there. The second one that we wanted to talk about, which is going to be typically your next biggest expense, and it might end up being your biggest expense, is housing. So housing here in North Idaho, we have just a little bit of everything. I mean, whether you're looking for just a mobile home in a 55 and older park, or you want to have a big, beautiful condo that overlooks the downtown and the lake. We also, we get a lot of seniors that come up and want to build their dream home. They go out and find some acreage, big, beautiful home with a shop, their motor home in there, enjoy the summers here, head south in the winter. So, we have a little bit of everything. We've got condominiums that start in that high 200, low 300,000 range that goes all the way up into the millions. We've got single family homes that you can get in that higher 300,000 range. So just be aware that depending on where you're at, location. So the closer you get to the lakes, the more expensive your property is going to be. It all comes down to amenities, but we can certainly help you depending on what your lifestyle is like, what your hobbies are, those types of things. We can help you, whether it's being further north up in that Sandpoint or Priest River area, or whether you want to be, right in downtown Coeur d'Alene and enjoying all the amenities that happen there. So, or on one of our many golf courses up here, we have some great golf communities, have some homes. And so those are things to keep in mind. But if you're curious about what a certain type of home's going to run you, we talk about a lot of different homes in our different videos. We show a lot of typical homes that are for sale with square feet in many different areas. So feel free to watch, but an easy way is just to give us a call, shoot us a text. We're, like I said, me and my team, we're always here willing to help. Just let us know what you're looking for based on your criteria and the type of lifestyle you're looking for. I really think we could help you figure out a budget that's going to work, or see if it does work for this area, and would love to help you with that move. Thinking about relocating to the North Idaho area? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research. And I've linked it down below. From top employers, best hospitals, and a whole lot more information of things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is this guide is 100% free. That's right. It's 100% free. Just click the link in the description below or the top pinned comment. Hope this helped. Next one is healthcare. Healthcare is always a big one. And we've got a lot of areas for healthcare here. Kootenai Hospital, we've got the Northwest Hospital here, we've got Bonner County, Benawah County. there's hospitals in all these areas, or medical services, depending on what you're looking for. And also remember, if you're in the Coeur d'Alene area, you're really only about 20 to 30 minutes away from the different hospitals there in the Spokane area. So if you find that maybe insurance isn't honored here, you might check over there, because typically it's a pretty easy drive over to any of the medical services. If you have some special needs that are a concern, there's a lot of facilities here to help out. So just kind of keep that in mind. Probably the last one when you're looking at maybe retiring here is going to be the weather. Our summers are beautiful. That's the big draw. Everybody comes in the summers and decides, hey, this is the place for me. They fall in love with the area. They buy a home, and then all of a sudden the inevitable happens. We change seasons, because we are a true 4-season area. And winter hits, and we get snow, and it gets icy, and it's cold. And if you're accustomed to or been living in a place that's always sunny and 75, that might be a bit frustrating for you. So if you're not in a position where you have a second home or the ability to leave during the winter, just keep in mind that we do have winters, and starting end of October, things start getting cold, and it's going to be cold all the way till March. And we have snow typically starting end of November, mid-December in that area, which will stick, and typically doesn't go away till end of February, early March. So we do get times where it will warm up, it'll go away, but just understand, typically it comes back. And so we go through that cycle during those times. So keep in mind, our average temperature here in the winter is kind of in that low to mid 30s during the day, and it gets much colder at night and can get down into the single digits. And during our summers now, it does get warm here. So July, August, you're going to be mid 90s to low hundreds. So keep that in mind if you're sensitive to heat, that we do get some hot days here, and so it makes it nice for being out on the lake. But there are a lot of amenities for being here in this North Idaho area. Whether if you like to ski, we've got 4 or 5 ski areas all within an hour's drive or so. There are easily 18, 20 or more golf courses to come and enjoy. There are the lakes, which is a huge draw if you love spending time out there on the lake. Lake life is your thing. There is plenty of days all through the summer to just hang out there on the lake and enjoy that water. Hiking, mountain biking, camping. We got Farragut Park that's just 20 miles up the road from Coeur d'Alene in the Athol area. Offers miles and miles of trails to walk, swimming areas, boat launch, horseback riding, mountain biking, you name it, it has it. It's just a fantastic area. So keep that in mind. And if we can help with any of this information, or you've got any questions on anything that we've talked about here today, please feel free, give us a call, shoot us a text, comment on my video here. If I've missed anything or you got questions, feel free to download our free relocation guide. I would love to connect with you. And like I said, we're here to help you, and we would like to help make your move to North Idaho a smooth transition.